Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. So today I'm going to be doing something slightly different to what is usually on the channel, and I'm going to be reviewing the Apeman H80 Trail Cam, which was kindly sent to me by Apeman a couple of weeks ago to test and review for you guys, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion in this video and what I think of this trail cam. But first things first, let's just kind of get it out of the way. This video is not sponsored in any way, and the links down in the description are not affiliate links. Now, they did send this to me free of charge and I am able to keep it, but I do need to do a review for them. So let's just get that out of the way and let's get on with it. Alright guys, so as you can probably tell, there are clips behind me on the TV there. This is actually some of the clips I managed to get with this camera a couple of weeks ago, which is absolutely impressive. But for you guys to see the quality, I will input it into the video so you can see the raw footage quality of this camera and you can see its capabilities. When I first received this camera, I was very excited to go and test it out, and I really couldn't wait to go and get my hands on it and test it out and put it out in the field and just see what I can capture with it. But when I first took it out, I was pretty disappointed with what I got, because I looked back at the footage after it being out for a week and I captured nothing. There was false triggers and I really didn't think this camera would be worth it. But then I took it to another location where I knew foxes were, and again it was out for a week and there was nothing. There was false triggers but nothing. There was a slight glimpse of a fox, but it wasn't actually anything close to what I was expecting. But then I decided to go into the settings of the camera and up the sensitivity of the trigger slightly, which really actually helped me. So I do recommend doing that if you do plan on getting one of these, because it did help me. And then after a week or so, or a little bit longer, of having the camera out in the field where I knew the foxes were and up in the sensitivity, I managed to get some shots like this. So in terms of the camera itself, it is a 30 megapixel camera and it can record up to 4K video resolution. In the settings of this camera, it does give you the option to be able to choose whether to capture photo or video, or both. And when I was using it, and testing it out, I did actually choose the photo and video option, which actually worked out really well. But in some cases, I think that when it captured the motion, it took a while to take the photo, and then you kind of missed out on a little bit of the video. So maybe just choose one or the other to try and get the best results. Now, they did recently just upgrade to the waterproofing on this camera as well, which I was pleasantly surprised with. So when I first took this camera out and set it up, I did actually have it out in downpours for quite a long time. And then I was kind of a bit worried and nervous about it to start with, because I really didn't actually believe that this camera would be that waterproof, but it really was, and it really did hold up to the expectations. The camera didn't mist up, didn't fog up or anything like that, and there was no water, anything sat on the camera when I went and checked it, so it was actually really waterproof. There's nothing that got inside, and like I say, nothing fogged up, mist up, so it didn't ruin your shots or anything like that. The waterproofing on this camera is absolutely incredible. So this camera does take up to a 64GB SD card, which is more than enough. First of all, I didn't really think it would be, but when I had it out for weeks, I didn't take up any storage, or hardly any storage, and I managed to get a lot of footage with it as well. So it does also take AA batteries. It does last a long time with the AA batteries as well. Like I say, I had it out for weeks and I hardly used any of the batteries, so that is not a problem at all. And if you wanted to, there is the option to actually attach an external power supply to the camera as well, so you don't really have to worry about the AA batteries. Now, one great thing about this camera is the super fast trigger speeds that it actually has. Now, what it does, it detects motion before the subject is even in frame. So it will detect it, it will start recording it or photographing it or anything like that, and it will film throughout the whole frame, but you can adjust how long it films for. So so with mine, I've set it to 30 seconds, or you can set it to less. So it does depend on what you're shooting and how you kind of want to shoot it. But this camera has 40 low glow infrared LEDs on the front of it, which allows it to capture and illuminate anything up to 65 feet away, which is absolutely incredible, and the quality of this camera is a lot better than I expected at night time. So another great feature about this camera is actually how long the strap is that they give you. As you guys can tell, this strap is enormous, and it really doesn't restrict just to where you can put it. You can wrap it around a big tree, small tree, literally you can put this camera anywhere and you really aren't restricted about where you can put it. So there's a 2-inch LCD screen placed on the front of the camera as well, which is absolutely perfect, because when you're setting it up, you can actually look at the screen and see exactly what the camera sees, so you can get the best location and best angle in order to capture subjects. With this screen as well, you can easily view any photos or videos that you previously got with it and kind of get an idea of how they look and how the angle in that is. So with this camera as well, there is also an option to have it so that any videos or photos are stamped with the time, date, and also the temperature, but I did decide to turn this feature off in the end, but it is just kind of there if you want to use it. So this camera also comes with a built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi as well. You can download an app on your smartphone, link it to the camera, and then when you're setting it up, you can also see what the camera sees, like the LCD screen. It does make it a bit easier because it is a bigger screen having it on your smartphone. You can change some settings, and then you can also view and play back any photos or videos and download them to your phone once you've captured them, and kind of get an idea of what's on the SD card and whether you should take it back home to look for it or whether you should keep it out a bit longer. Now this camera is actually great for planning a shoot, finding any locations of wildlife or where to go with your camera later on, kind of get an idea of where wildlife is, where they're living, where they're wandering around, and it does help you and aid you in getting better photos with your actual camera, especially as you can get a location, go out there with your camera, set up, and then get some better photos. But as well as that, it also helps you capture moments that you wouldn't ever usually be able to see or even capture with your other camera, because it'll be at different times of day, night time, anything like that, and it just helps you capture even more moments within wildlife that you usually wouldn't be able to see, which is absolutely incredible, and I definitely done that when I tested it out. You know, the nighttime, daytime videos of this camera is absolutely insane. The quality is so good, I was not expecting it to be this good. And I'm very pleased with this camera, and I'm so lucky and so happy that I managed to get one. And I can't wait to get out and test it and use it more. So this camera also does offer the ability to be able to do time lapses. I haven't used it yet, but I do plan on doing that in the future. If you guys want to see a video on me doing or reviewing the time lapses on this camera, I will be more than happy to do that, as I do want to do that, and I do also want to test out the external battery supply with this camera as well. So that will be coming in the future, and I will also go through the settings of this camera as well and the settings I use if you want to see that. If you do, be sure to drop it down below in the comments down below. So I couldn't recommend this product enough, guys. Like I say, it is an incredible camera. The footage and quality of the photos and the videos is absolutely insane. I'm so happy with it. It's definitely well worth the money. If you guys want to get one, the link will be in the description down below. Like I said, it's not an affiliate link, but I definitely recommend getting one. But anyway guys, that's it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always guys, I'll see you in the next video. See you later, and goodbye.